caring for children who think they are of another gender. I am Mark Stewart, and I am as caring and perhaps more caring for children who have some gender confusion than their own parents. I say that because their own parents, swayed by emotion, by the closeness of their child to them, the consequences of a child who really ends up wayward, they often have an irrationality. They deserve to listen to those of us who do care and have some distance. So we who are at a distance from your child, but also care, have one thing that you will have a hard time as a parent doing. We say no, and we strongly urge you to adopt that. Most parents take that responsibility. Here, it is necessary, because the consequences of not saying no, and instead having strangers, online websites egging you on to say yes, even more than strangers. Now there are therapists egging you on to say, yes, you can change your sex. Yes, you should have puberty blockers. Yes, maybe you should mutilate your body so that you feel differently a year from now. Well, many don't feel differently. Many actually feel worse. Many remain suicidal, and many become suicidal after having any of these sex change therapies. They're not therapies. They do not work. They are the equivalent of unicorns to make somebody feel happy briefly that there are unicorns around. They don't work because changing one's sex can't be done. Humans can't fly either. And parents who indulge, I don't think anyone does, because there is rationality here. For the boy who thinks he can fly, I can be Superman, you don't let him don a cape and jump out a 5-story building to try it, do you? Well, the consequences, though not as immediate, but they're there, for jumping into a cauldron of confusion, a cauldron of mutilation that you can never turn back, not completely. They're there. And the ability to say no is necessary. The standard response that we've had for generations, okay? I'm certain that in the 1700s, there were some girls who wanted to be boys. There were some boys who wanted to be girls, and the answer was no. Why are there so many more, apparently, who say they want to be of the other sex now? Because it's a social engineered change. It's not genetic. It's why Hollywood, every third actress seems to have a child with a gender change desire. But that's because Hollywood is trendy. It's not because there's some water in Santa Monica or some influence in the air around Los Angeles that's making children into trans candidates. It's parents indulging normal wishes in abnormal ways. And the abnormality is harmful when it's indulged. Saying no is the right thing for parents and the necessary thing for children. I'm Mark Stewart.